Hello and welcome to the One About Podcast, show where we talk about things we read, watch, and play each week. This week we're looking at Jaleel White's magnum opus. This is the One About Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus. I'm your host, Dean. I also go by Endless Cole in places around the internet, and I am joined this week, as always, by Did I Do That? Jordan, and the two-headed, 15-tailed monster that eats the flesh of children, John. What's going on this week, guys?
Jesus Christ, am I like a degenerated version of Krampus? What the fuck?
I don't think Krampus has that many tails, man.
Oh, that's the saving grace.
I think John had the better one this week, actually.
I feel like he did that.
You don't want to be Urkel, man?
No, I feel like he did that because it would just be too much on the nose if I was the Urkel. I mean,
no, you just don't strike me as that much of a nerd, dude.
Really? I don't? That's...
No.
I mean... I guess. No. I mean, I do.
When's the last time you saw Family Matters, dude? Like, Urkel is not your everyday nerdy kid.
It's okay, John. You're hard. Urkel to me.
Oh, thank you. That warms my heart.
I just imagine Jordan as a little kid was just like Urkel, but fatter. I don't know how accurate that is, but like, that's my head kid. Can you confirm?
Was I constantly harassing my cop neighbor and getting into a bunch of shenanigans? No. Did I play N64 maybe a little bit too much? Sure.
Like you can't even convince yourself of that.
Like Urkel should have been sent to Child Protective Services. How much shit that kid got into.
I mean, you're not wrong about that.
That and his parents, like, it's a thing that his parents basically hate his guts and the fact that he's born.
I mean, everybody hates.
There's
probably a really dark take on that whole show.
It really is.
Wasn't Urkel a late addition to that show? Like he wasn't in the original cast, right?
No, he was there from jump.
Are you sure?
I am positive because the boys rewatched Family Matters.
What?
Yes.
No shit.
Yep.
I only remember Family Matters from the little bit of episodes that I watched at that were on like Nick at Night and whatever, I don't know, TNT, things like that, like those channels. I don't have a storied history with Family Matters. Is it a show, John? So you just watched it vicariously through them. Is it a show that you can get back into and watch? Because I do love sitcoms.
Ooh, Family Matters?
Yeah.
For the record, Urkel's first appearance was episode 4.
Oh, I mean, you're pulling hair now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not saying that like he showed up in season 3. I just distinctly remember him not being there in the first episode of
the pilot. The pilot. Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't say the pilot. Like there was 3 episodes of pilot, bro. Like,
they were still growing him in the lab. That's why he wasn't ready yet.
They had to set the whole family dynamic with the first 3 episodes. Then they added the disruption of Urkel.
Who did the skit? Was it it was Key and Peele did the Chappelle Show skit around Urkel and the and the guy that played the officer, how Urkel runs it.
Not only have I never seen anything from Key and Peele, but like the first time I ever even heard of them was when Get Out came out.
Dude, Key and Peele is one of the best sketch comedy shows of all time, I think, personally.
Oh, whoa!
I love that show.
That's a really bold statement.
I've watched Mr. Show, Kids in the Hall, Dave Chappelle. I've watched a lot of freaking sketch comedy shows. The Whitest Kids You Know, and that one stands up tall. That one's so good.
No,
I'm just gonna put this out there. Like based on John's reaction, you listing out all those really great shows just shows that you have terrible taste.
I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying it's in the discussion.
It's in the discussion. Yes, I'll give you that.
I think the best one is Dave Chappelle's show.
Dave Chappelle is the best one.
Yeah, I think definitely the best.
No doubts about it, because you can rewatch it and it just has multiple layers of comedy in every single sketch. Like the first episode of Dave Chappelle went so fucking hard.
It's such a banger.
And like the worst part is like you think, oh man, they started off at the top, at the zenith. They can go nowhere but downhill from here. No, it still gets better. Like, who thinks of creating a sketch about a blind black dude who is a racist part of the KKK? Who thinks of that?
They pulled Dave Chappelle off of Netflix.
Yeah,
per his request.
At his discretion, because Netflix knows that Dave Chappelle values respect over like money because he got screwed over so hard by Comedy Central. Like literally, the Chappelle Show made Comedy Central what it is today. Chappelle Show, South Park, and there's one other show.
I would say The Daily Show.
Why did he ask for them to take the Chappelle Show off?
Because Viacom and Comedy Central own the rights to the show, and he gets no revenue from that whatsoever. He based all that hard work of creating the best sketch comedy show that anybody can think of, and he gets nothing from it. On top of the sour taste in his mouth that's left because they screwed him over in his contract, because the reason he left the show is his show made more money than either of them fathomed when they signed the contract. And they were like, you made too much money for us to pay you out like this, so this is where we're going to cut you a check for. And he's like, no, that's not right. That's not fair at all. Like, fuck you. Like, I'm not dancing to your tune so you can make money off of me, and I don't see any real returns from it, from the work that I've put in.
Weird. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I remember I saw an interview with totally freaking unrelated, but it's related to what Corn said in the chat. He was being sarcastic. He said, "Isn't copyright great?" I saw I don't want to say recent. I saw an interview with Garth Brooks, and Garth Brooks is just a weird son of a bitch to begin with.
Okay.
I don't
know what that means.
He's just so rich and he's so disconnected. Just watch his interviews. It's so weird to watch him because he's not like a normal relatable person anymore. But he did an interview talking about copyright, and he was like, copyright, it's just like, it's like protecting a baby. Your music is your baby, and that copyright's there to protect it. And it was just super freaking weird. And I'm like, it's just all of his interviews make me super uncomfortable to watch. And that was just another one of them. And I only know it from another podcast that I watched. They frequently make fun of him, and I watch clips about it, and I just laugh my ass off. But that one really stood out. I'm like, wow, I never heard anyone so passionately defend the American copyright system. Like, all right, dude, I guess that's where you get your money.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the copyright system serves a function. It's just outdated.
It's weird. It was just a weird interview.
And the way that people are using it is far beyond the scope than what was originally planned, and it's making a lot of stuff harder than it should be.
To be fair though, like there's a lot of things that companies, specifically major corporations, do with under the guise of copyright or trademark infringement or whatever, that would never hold up in court. But it doesn't even matter because they have so much money that they'll bury you before you can do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that has nothing to do with the copyright system. That's just a failing of our judicial system as a whole and kind of how capitalism goes.
Oh God. Just like the whole issues that are going on right now, like with the global pandemic, I've said this multiple times to many like people today, because like California is going through another shutdown. Like we can't even do outside dining because we're idiots. And it's just showing like how fragile and in many areas like useless our system is in America.
I mean, how long do you want to talk about
it? I don't know that I want to go down that rabbit hole, man. Like, I hear what you're saying, though.
Yeah,
that's a whole podcast in itself.
Really,
and one that we're not going to make, but one that we are going to make.
No, I don't want to do. You haven't asked us what our week was like. Please do that first.
Jordan,
you really don't want to do this. I'm so sorry.
Are you okay? Have you been like emotionally damaged?
I hate this movie, and I don't want to talk about it. But
he straight up like got a straight razor 5 minutes in and just started making lines.
Okay. Jordan, what did you do this week, man?
Oh my God. My week is fantastic, Dean. So let me tell you, the entire week I've spent a lot of time running up and down the beach in my Animal Crossing town, collecting balloons to try and get the DIY for the seasonal items, like the leaf items, the mushroom items. And I'm really excited because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and we get to do some Turkey Day stuff. There's a lot of fun activities, and I've been really stoked for it. And other than that, I'm trying to catch up in Final Fantasy IV because I'm like significantly behind. But that's kind of a grind, to be honest. Although it's not a bad Final Fantasy, it's a bit of a grind. And no,
dare you?
it's good. No, it's a good game. It's just I'm not. I haven't been in the mindset to sit down and play it. You know, I haven't. So really, my time has been consumed by mostly Animal Crossing, and also I just got done. So really, this is inexcusable because Godzilla is one of my favorite monster series, kaiju series of all time. I love Godzilla. I love the classics. I grew up with my father watching the classic Godzilla movies. When I was a kid, when I was like 5 years old, there was a scene of Godzilla falling into a volcano, and like the way that they cut it, it made it look like he was dying. I cried for like a week. I was inconsolable.
Jesus.
I love Godzilla, and I never, for some reason, because I don't know, I have smooth brain, but I never watched the 2014 American. Like, I never watched the 2014 American Godzilla movie, nor have I watched King of the Monsters, which came out like a year or two ago. So I just got done watching
2014. Was it that long ago?
I think so. Yeah. That's the one. That's a number that's in my head right now. I think it's 2014.
Godzilla King of the Monsters was 2019, and 2014 film.
There we go. Yeah, because I remember when it came out, they were branding it as Godzilla 2014. Anyway, I just got done watching it, and I wish this podcast was about that movie because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's kind of a slow movie, right? But I was watching it on a beautiful new TV, beautiful new sound bar, and
all right.
The sound design and the cinematography in that movie is fantastic. Really, really well done. And it's got that kind of oh my god, what the hell is the what's the one found footage film, the something 8? Come on, it's on the tip of my tongue. What is it?
Sense8? No,
not Sense8.
No.
It's another kaiju film, but it's from like footage found.
Oh God, what was it called? I want to say Project
Cloverfield 18.
Right.
No, it's something. It's about the camera. I think it's named after the camera that it was like filmed on or found.
Hold on.
I know the movie you're talking about.
Oh, I know it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Dude.
Google it.
No, don't Google it. Don't Google it.
What is it?
He wants to figure it out.
I'm gonna get my phone. I'm gonna Google this. Come on,
no,
you know the movie.
Google it, man.
You know the freaking movie.
I know it. I can think of this. Don't do this to me. Super 8.
There we go. That's it.
Super 8. I got it.
Super 8. Okay. It feels a lot like that movie. And that movie was okay, but I don't know. I loved it. I watched, and I don't know why, because I don't think I gained anything from it. I watched the Netflix CG anime movies.
I watched the first one, dude, and it was like, it's fine, I guess. I watched all of them, and it's super weird, but they're okay. I don't know. If I never watched them, I wouldn't have, like I said, lost anything at all. But that was really cool. I actually really, really enjoyed that. So that's pretty much what I've been up to, and quoting Thankskilling like as many times as I possibly
can. Nice tits,
new episode out tomorrow for the holiday.
Yeah, trying to squeeze that one in as much as I can. And yes,
dude,
there's some love for Ghidorah in the chat, man.
Dude, I gotta say, like, I'm a little pissed about Thanksgiving right now, to be honest.
Why is that?
Because like we had this whole thing, and I think I brought it up to you guys a couple weeks ago. Like Connie's grandpa was supposed to come down here and like he was gonna make this beef roast thing.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was gonna be like a whole thing. Everybody bailed on us. Nobody's coming. So now last second I had to go my ass to Publix and get a turkey and all the fixings to make a Thanksgiving dinner that I have to cook all by myself tomorrow. And I'm just kind of like,
do you get a butterball?
I got the butterball, but like only the breast.
I can talk turkey.
And
Oh,
it's
just the
like-
breast. Okay.
Breast to
Yeah.
breast.
So
Well, you don't like dark meat?
it's not that. It's just like there's two of us. Why am I going to make an entire turkey?
Don't
You
dry
can
it
get
out.
But also now I hadn't seen this in years before. Maybe this existed before. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
But it's like from freezer straight to oven. Like you just take it out of the packaging and cook it straight out of the freezer, which is nice because nobody has fresh turkeys the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we're gonna have some turkey breast tomorrow, and I'll let you know how it turns out. But
Sexy
yeah,
turkey
like
breast.
just
Let me know.
generally speaking, I've been making Thanksgiving dinner all by myself for the last like 8 years or something like that. So I was really stoked to not have to do it this year, and
I gotcha.
then everybody fucked off. So now I have to do it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, COVID sucks. We had such a great time last year.
Oh, for clarity, this has nothing to do with the pandemic. They just bailed.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I mean, you could have hid it behind that, but I guess they just hate you. That's cool too.
yeah, pretty much. And that's fine. You know what? I'm used to it. I got myself a gallon of Milo sweet tea, and I'm just gonna have
Yo,
God.
Milo's is the shit.
Oh god, I feel like
It's
I
my
should be
favorite
taking
sweet
tequila
tea.
shots for you, Dean. Jesus Christ.
Yo, Popeye's sweet tea is kind of dope too. It's a lot sweeter than I'm used to though.
Do you have to chew it because there's so much sugar in it?
It's pretty close.
Because that's how like McDonald's sweet tea is. You're literally chewing the sugar.
It's not quite as sweet as McDonald's. It's a little bit toned back from that, but it's still pretty fucking sweet.
Well, where I was going is that last year, pre-COVID, we had the Friendsgiving and we ate like kings. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. We wanted to do it again, but like with the pandemic and you guys going up north and all this shit, like it just didn't
Doesn't
happen.
make anything easier.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, you know what I would love to do again? So once again, completely unrelated. I'm going off on tirades.
What else is new?
At your baby shower. Remember we did the hottest chocolate bar?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to do that again.
Dude, that wasn't
Why?
even that fucking hot. It was whatever.
It
Tell that to her brother.
Yeah.
Dying over this thing.
Because it was just fun. I don't know. I had a good time with it. Or we can find some other hot sauce or something and challenge ourselves.
We could do like what is that? The world's hottest chip. It's like so hot they only give you one of them.
Oh, I saw that. I think
I might be down to do that. Yeah, I'd be
I saw
definitely down
that.
to do that.
Arizona sweet tea sucks.
Jesus. All right.
Um,
Just throw that out there.
So-
Arizona fruit punch is delicious though.
Let me amend that. I want to be clear. All Arizona tea sucks.
Whoa.
It's not just their sweet tea.
No, all right. Their fruit punch is delicious.
Oh, I said tea. Their fruit punch and juices. That shit's all good.
Okay,
Their
cool,
tea
cool.
sucks.
So
All right, as long as we're clarifying.
so
Yeah.
I just want to say to our listeners, you can join us live on twitch.tv/endlesscola for all of these questions and contribute to the show, just like Joseph did, which is what spawned this conversation that I'm about to dunk on Dean for right now.
Shit.
Joseph says,
Thank you.
how
Thank
is
you.
Arizona sweet tea? I always see it so cheap. Comes in a casket. Ha ha ha. Arizona sweet tea is
That's a great one,
amazing.
Joe.
Arizona products. I actually sent in a raffle. My mother sent in a raffle for me, and I won Arizona swag. I can't fit in.
Arizona swag.
Yeah, I got a shirt. I got a keychain. I cannot fit in the
Oh.
shirt anymore, but I still
Oh,
have it somewhere.
Shit.
He drank too much tea. He doesn't. Oh shit!
I actually love Arizona. I think it comes in really misleading and confusing cans. Yeah, because there's 2 servings in those tall boys. So anyone who
There is.
So,
Mhm.
like, if you pick up one of them, and honestly, one of the best ones that I would recommend trying, sweet tea is sweet tea. Yes, whatever. It's sugary. It's tea. Get over it. Their energy, they have an energy drink. But it's not like Red Bull. It's just an orange juice and tea mixture that has some extra vitamin B in it and stuff like that. It actually is really, really good. I recommend drinking that. It's
I don't know.
Yeah, the herbal
Maybe.
tea. Yeah. Fable mentions their herbal tea. Their herbal tea actually is really good. I do recommend that as well. It has the geisha in the front of it. It's like a pale green color. It comes in jugs. You can find it at Publix, a local Publix near you, for about maybe $2.99 for a half gallon. It's a great deal. Just write the check out to. All right, I'll give the address later. Yeah, but anyway, so $2.99 local Publix. You can find a great deal on it.
So,
Jesus Christ.
But I'm just gonna let you have your terrible opinions on tea because
I'm done.
Somebody hurt you. I don't have time to work through your issues.
Jesus.
But I do want to ask, because this is something that like I've looked into to see if anybody has the same experience. From what I can tell, maybe this is like some weird 1% brain error that I have or something, because like nobody seems to have the same experience except for this one guy on Twitter like 7 years ago. But when I drink tea, sweet tea specifically, sometimes it tastes like chocolate milk.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I would recommend probably a CAT scan for those types of things, actually.
Just what?
That's weird, dude.
That's like that stuff where like cilantro tastes like soap to people.
I think it might be something like that. Like, honestly, I think it might.
You go around and tell people that, hey, I have that gene that makes sweet tea taste like chocolate milk.
Did Jordan just
and
have
I'm sure it'll go real far with that.
Sound like, oh, he cut out. No.
Yeah, I think are we back?
We're back.
You're good.
Okay, I think I might have cut out. Anyway, I was just Yeah, it was me. I recommend telling everyone that you have a gene that makes your tea taste like chocolate milk. You'll go real far with that.
That's a unique characteristic.
Yeah.
It's a good conversation starter.
I know that at least one person has this same trait because he said so on Twitter unprovoked, like years ago before I even had Twitter. So it's not just me.
I mean, I understand that.
But I wonder if it is something like the cilantro thing where like there's just this weird gene.
Is it like, do you know specific teas? Because there's a lot of different types of tea leaves out there.
No, I don't know. It could be. But I will say, like, it happens more when the tea is, for lack of a better way to describe it, at harmony with the sugar. So like so like, for example, like if I drink McDonald's sweet tea, it's way too fucking sweet. It overpowers the tea, and like I don't taste anything but sugar.
Joe,
but
sorry, continue.
But conversely, if like I have a sweet tea where like the tea is really pronounced, I don't taste it there either. It's when there's like a nice balance of tea flavor and sugar that it becomes this like chocolate milk type flavor.
Chocolate amalgamation.
So yeah,
Joe, I think I wonder if maybe like I'm gonna let you say what Joe has to say in just a second. Yeah. Hold on, man.
Because I got something brewing.
I'm gonna let you finish. I wonder though if it's like a trait of certain tea leaves, like you were saying, that they have a chocolatey tone to them that for whatever reason I pick up more. And the sugar obviously helps the chocolate milk type of flavor come together, and my mind just makes that association, you
know? Sure. Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I was half paying attention because the entire time I was thinking about what Joe said in the chat. He says tea is cheaper than chocolate milk, so maybe you're an advanced human, and it brought me to this thought: you're the first mutant to emerge, but your mutant ability is to just like.
My mutant power is turning tea into chocolate milk in my mouth.
What kind of shit ability is that, bro?
Well, right now you
can't take over the White House
it
with that one.
No, it like basically.
So when I can control it, it'll become more useful. You know, actually, if I could control it to the point where I could just turn tea into chocolate milk, that's a booming business opportunity.
No, it's no. Well,
your
actually,
mutant power,
like to his point, you know how much cheaper tea is than chocolate milk? If I just
he's
bought
got
a
a great
shitload
point.
of tea, turned it into chocolate milk, and turned around and sold it,
Just
I'd be
drowning in the
rich.
money. Just
No, here's what I think your mutant power actually would be. All right. So I think that it's not that you're turning tea into milk. It's that you can control what you taste. That's your mutant ability. So you could be eating a cheeseburger and taste a pizza. Right now, you just emerged. Your power is still infantile. You know, like you're waiting on like Professor X is out there. He's trying to find you because you have to hone that power, and eventually you're gonna be licking like car bumpers and tasting ice cream.
what the fuck, dude? That
Just
power is
eating
only
glass.
beneficial to him and has no practical use in any sort of scenario
He would make a great
other than fear factor.
There you
I'd
go.
win the shit out of some Fear Factor.
Guinness Book of World
This
Records.
cockroach
Most
tastes
cockroaches
like
eaten.
ice cream. Most cockroaches eaten. You can stop now. No, hold on. I gotta eat the cherry on top.
You got
Hold on.
it. You got it in between your index finger and your thumb, just eating it with your pinky up. Delicious.
Delicious.
So good. Jesus Christ.
Every bite I change the flavor of Cheez-It that I taste. It's great.
I mean,
You just
dude,
get
I could be a
plain
walking, talking
saltines.
freak show. That's like the 21st century freak show right there, dude. Just like,
Yeah.
just give me
really
anything
is.
and I'll eat it.
But it's such a boring power. Like the most amount of fame you would have as a mutant would be like on the Howard Stern show or something. Like, so you can so if I give you this pile of shit, you can eat it all, right? Without any problems. Like that would be
Hold on.
your sideshow type of talent.
You're thinking so 20th century. There's like
So
YouTube
small.
and Twitter and
Yeah.
shit now.
They
like,
would
I
pay
could
to
be
watch
a
him eat some
social media
disgusting shit.
sensation.
All right.
You remember that?
That was pretty
guy,
boomer,
like-
I will admit. That was pretty boomer.
And actually,
Okay.
I apologize.
actually, maybe I'm the second mutant because you remember that guy. It was his online handle was like something shoe, but like he became
Shoe Nice.
super. Yes,
Shoe Nice. He's still around.
He was super popular for just eating things that humans shouldn't
And
consume.
keeping his eyes open the entire time without taking a breath. He would have these weird ass challenges that only he would do.
It turns out all this time he's been eating like shoe polish and shit.
Oh my
But he
God.
tasted chocolate milk the whole time.
God damn it.
He had his full. Oh my God! All the mukbang videos are actually like
Mukbang? What?
yeah.
I just got to hit up Shoe Nice to like teach me Professor X.
I'd stay away from that.
Yeah, that's probably a
John,
smart idea.
You said mukbang like you don't know what that is. Do you not know what mukbang is?
I do not know what mukbang is. No.
We should have a podcast episode and review mukbang YouTubers.
I don't know about that, man.
So mukbang, to give you, we're not doing it. I know, but a brief TLDR. Mukbang is just a genre of YouTube video where
eating
they
shows. Got it.
yeah, they just consume like the largest animals possible, like crabs and like 50-pound lobsters. It's pretty sick.
Ugh,
Yeah, literally.
it's gross. Like
I'm
getting
getting destroyed
watching
in the
people
chat right
eat-
now.
Jesus
bro,
Christ.
Joe in the chat just made me think something. He's like, "What's hip with the kids these days? TikTok, birth of a
Birth
star."
of a star,
Bro, I could take eating Tide Pods to a whole new level.
Oh my God. You could just walk down an entire freaking like a Target cleaning aisle.
Just go down the Walmart. Ah! Oh my God, dude.
We all need like us three need an equally mundane and useless mutant power. Like that's yours. Like
my useless power is tea to milk, chocolate milk. What do you got?
I don't know. We'll figure it out organically, I guess, eventually. But I'm remembering that.
Jordan's mutant power is pretending like he didn't call his wife fat.
Jesus Christ! He's gonna keep bringing it up. Okay,
Hold on. Let me
Dude, Ronnie in the background.
you hear?
Oh,
Let's see. What users are still watching? Shit. I didn't. I was talking about Santa Claus. Damn it! You just made the relationship.
For reference, I will back him up on that. Jesus Christ, that was so good.
Oh my God!
God,
dude.
she. In a way, she is like Santa because she will provide gifts for me, but she
digging
is,
that hole deeper and deeper. Just put
So-
the shovel down.
Look,
the
if
shovel
anything-
down.
I will say this, like to slightly dig Jordan out of this hole. He said
I'm waiting for the
that he was going to
TNT.
give his lists to Santa and called Santa something to the effect. I can't remember the exact quote.
You don't
something
give
to the
lists
effect,
to Santa,
that
you mail him.
30-year-old fat bastard.
Yeah,
whatever.
basically, yeah.
But then in my head, I'm like, but in your world, Santa has got to be your wife, because who else are you giving the Christmas list to? So I just kind of connected those dots for you.
No,
Hey,
no. Santa's
Ronnie, can I
real,
borrow a shovel?
and you're just being an asshole. Santa's real, and you're just being an asshole.
Yeah, so that was hyperbole. Obviously, Santa, if you're listening right now, you're not fat. You're a wonderful, jolly fella.
Speaking of which, like, segue into the
Santa is a
Santaverse.
Twitch bot.
Into the Santaverse?
Yeah, so evidently Netflix has already started streaming a whole bunch of their Christmas shows, like in midway through November. The boys watch
The
basically
only
anything
Christmas
they find
show I need
interesting.
is The Ranch.
Yo,
No.
I'm so glad you started watching that.
Fuck no.
I
Anyways.
can't stop watching. I'm on season 3.
So the last Christmas movie they watched was basically a girl's dad died and she has a video recorder and like her brother's like a delinquent. And
Jesus.
nope.
The one with Snake, the one with Snake Plissken.
No, I have no idea who Snake Plissken is.
Plissken?
I don't. Who the fuck knows? Get out! No.
Wait, hold on. You've never seen Escape from New York, dude?
I have not. What the fuck, Snake?
It's Snake Plissken is Santa Claus, dude. Look it up. That's actually a good movie.
Oh, Kurt Russell, you a-hole.
Yeah. He's Snake Plissken to me.
He's only Snake Plissken. Dude, that's like
Jesus
whenever
Christ.
John Leguizamo comes up in conversation and my wife is just like, hey, it's Luigi.
No.
Like,
it's
John
not.
Leguizamo's a respected actor, and you come back with the Super Mario Brothers movie?
No, he is the pest, and he will always be the pest.
That's a respectable choice.
Yes, I
Snake
love that.
Plissken is not a respectable choice.
It's just saying for you to call Kurt Russell and demean him by only labeling him Snake Plissken.
No,
angers
that's not
me.
demeaning. That's not demeaning. I love that movie.
Escape from New York is an awesome movie. Like,
It
let's be
is.
real for a second. What do you mean it is? Bro, you didn't even know who he was talking about 5 minutes ago. Don't lie to me.
All right, well,
Because I've only watched like the back half of that movie. I've never really heard his name, and I couldn't tie that to because I haven't seen that movie in years.
So
his character
you
is
have no
what
idea what you're talking about. Cool.
his character in that
no
movie
problem.
is what inspired the guy that made the Solid Snake character. Like that's where that came from.
So my man Joe says the classic Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Die Hard and Die Hard 2 are
I agree.
Christmas movies.
Totally agree.
So keep that straight.
The Mario Brothers movie is better than the pet. I'll leave that personal opinion. Like that's
Pest.
personal.
So,
opinion.
I'm gonna let that die where it was written. John, what are you up to this week?
Oh my god! So all of the Demon Souls. Dude.
Yeah, how's that going for you, man?
It's the most amazing game. Like I've sucked in. Last time I looked at the counter, it was 35 hours, and I'm only 10% done with the game. So I'm having a fucking blast.
Best one yet?
Yeah, dude. It's so much fun.
Bro, you've never played any of the other ones. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that qualifies it as the best one yet.
I didn't
Like,
know if you played the other ones.
No,
I guess that's fair, but
it's a factual statement. It doesn't
out
matter.
of context. Out of context, like that's a rough comment to make.
Out of context, yes, but it's still a factual statement when he's asking that question to me.
Thank you.
But
yes, I agree.
Anyways,
yeah, but I
get what you're saying.
You gotta
Dean.
add context to that.
I know. Like, yes, it's my only Souls game that I've ever played, and it had to be on the PS5 with a graphical update. But it is amazing.
And 60 frames per second. I think it's the first one that runs at 60 frames.
Yeah, it's freaking amazing. and frustrating as hell. I dropped 20,000 souls in a lava pit that I honestly don't think I'll ever be able to get back, but I'm still gonna try, while fighting big, huge molten bugs that explode after you kill them. It's fun, and again, I'm only 10% done with the game. I'm literally doing prep work for my next feat. I'm like, okay, what armor do I want to get? Okay, I need this, this, and this. Okay, what's the next area I'm going into? Oh, it's weak to magic. Let me upgrade my magic axe. Like, it's some fun ass shit. And like, I spent an hour killing one mob because I had to get the timing down to when a counterattack. Because if I mess up once, I'm dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I would die. Like, one time I got her to half health, and I got too cocky, and I swung one too many times, cut my dick right off. Slit it right in half.
I mean, I will say, it's still generally easier than that kill box bullshit that you watched me do. So for context, I'm playing through Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and on veteran, because I play through all the Call of Duties on veteran for the trophies.
Disgusting monster.
I got to go back and play a few of them to get the trophy.
Just start a slow clap.
There's a couple that I haven't played the campaign at all, mostly because like it was like, oh, John wants to play multiplayer, so we just do that, and I never got around to it. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, like, I got to this part, and I was like talking to John. I was like, dude, this sucks. He's like, what are you talking about? So we used the PS5 feature where like I can just share my screen while we're playing, so he could like see what I was doing, and it literally puts you in this box that's going up on a crane, and there's enemies all around you, 360, shooting into it. It's a literal kill box, and like I'm just dying again because in veteran you can take like 2, maybe 3 bullets before you're dead. So I'm just dying again and again and again, and it's like you have nowhere to hide. The only thing you do is get faster at killing the enemies that are around.
Yeah, and like it's basically like from what I was watching, you're getting muscle memory. It's like, okay, I have to shoot here, I have to shoot this, like in a certain amount of time, and like I remember you can't crouch. Like the best part about that whole story is I was watching you die and be frustrated while drinking beer and eating grapes. It was
and
immaculate.
I had nothing.
It was immaculate. Like I was just feeding off of his animosity for the situation he was put in.
So Corn in the chat says, I hear COD Cold War sucks. I couldn't disagree with that more, man. I'm really enjoying the campaign, especially the kind of like open-ended nature that they've added to it, where you can pick and choose your missions. They had totally optional side missions in this one, collectibles that have a purpose. So like in past games, you would collect enemy intel that doesn't do shit. Maybe it gives you like some backstory on the plot or something like that, but nothing significant. In this one, the collectibles help you unlock additional side missions that you can play. And there are multiple endings to the game. So like the campaign alone is interesting. But then on top of that, and John, you can speak to this part, the quality of life improvements in the multiplayer are incredible.
Fucking amazing. Like just the one where you could see the health bar of the person that you're shooting at makes it a lot better when it's just like, oh man, I thought I almost killed that guy. Like most of the time you don't know how dead he was. This one you visually see it and it's like, okay, that's cool. Or you pop a guy from a huge distance away and see how much damage you're actually doing. It's like, should I take more shots or should I just hide so he doesn't turn around and try and kill me? It's really fucking good. I enjoy playing it a lot better than all the other Call of Duty games.
One thing that is interesting, though, is on PS5, all the guns have different haptic feedback on the triggers. So if you're shooting like on a pistol, you'll little pop, pop, pop on the trigger. If you're shooting an LMG, like there's a ton of kickback in the triggers as you're pulling the trigger. But what I found out is after playing through the campaign and the multiplayer and playing long sessions of that game, my index finger, the joint on my index finger got really sore from like it constantly getting hammered by that haptic feedback.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. I love that shit. So actually, it's more the gun that you choose is more personalized because of that as well. Like what you're used to. It's like,
Sure.
oh, do I want a hair trigger, or do I want something that I like basically like, oh, I don't have to like jerk and it'll fire, so I can plan my shot a lot better instead of spraying and praying because I already took off one shot and they know where I am. Like it's a fun experience. Like it's definitely an upgraded playing experience on all fronts, in my opinion.
Corn says it's realistic, man. You think firing guns all day won't wear on you? I understand that, but I'm playing a video game, bro.
Yeah, that's the point. It's on a fucking controller, so that's why.
That's what they want. They want to simulate real life. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. Too bad.
They're doing a pretty good job of it, all things considered. Like, it's not obviously not like shooting a real gun, but like it's about as close as you can get.
They're also
sitting on your couch. Yeah.
They're also going to come out with a new vest that's just going to bruise the shit out of your shoulder after.
It's got like little like plungers, so when you get shot, it just punches right out of the vest into your chest. Dude.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, what's up?
We watched a movie this week.
Fuck. Guess so.
Let me get my notes.
Shit.
So, I mean, I guess
the fact that you have more than one note, then it is bad, Jordan.
Oh, I have a lot of notes, dude. You don't have a lot of. I have a grip of notes about this movie.
Jesus Christ!
I will start this. I will start this the way that I start every episode. What did you guys think?
I hated it.
It sounds okay, Charlie Brown.
So I know, dude, you sound so dejected. Like,
yeah,
okay.
I hear the background music. I hear the background music, the background piano of Charlie Brown.
I just thought it was going to be a movie. I thought it was going to be a movie that was so bad it might be fun, or that had like cool, like kind of like cool and wacky moments that made it really entertaining and, you know, just kind of outrageous. But it was so middle of the road for everything that it did. Nothing was like too shocking and stupid to make it fun to watch. It was just a chore.
It was terrible. Oh my god. I mean, some of the parts were funny to me, but like I could call everything that was going to happen throughout the whole movie. But I was surprised at how poor that it was presented, and the fact that they use the generic, like, you know, when you make a movie or like you make like a comedy show, you look online and look for like soundboards for funny sounds. I feel like they got the free trial for the soundboard for their sounds, and they just use those sounds. Because, like, I've heard those sounds so many times, like the generic woman screaming one, that one, where the secretary basically got lifted out of the swamp on the thing's nose and got eaten. That shit I've heard since, like,
John,
1988.
That is so funny you said that, because I literally made a note about it in the very beginning of the movie when they're mining. I'm like, dude, Minecraft had better freaking sounds for its mining than this movie did.
Nobody was putting forth any effort. Like, did you see them like
clink,
barely
clink,
tapping the wall?
Clink, clink, clink.
I think one of them had a wrench and was hitting the wall with a wrench. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure. I'm about to look at the beginning sequence, and I'm pretty sure it was a fucking wrench instead of like a pickaxe or something.
So I'm just gonna put this out there. I really like this movie.
I hate your guts sometimes.
Why? Every time.
You know how last week I was talking about
Wilhelm
how
scream.
I think there was at least one Wilhelm scream.
I tried to listen to it. I don't remember ever hearing it, because I'm like, at least throw that in.
Well, remember how last week I was talking about how I wish that there was more turkey in Thankskilling? This movie is like way more of the monsters than it is of anything else. Like, I think that they have more screen time than anything else. So, like, for me, I was like, oh, this is fucking great. Like, this is what I wanted last week, except no sarcastic, rapey turkeys.
But that's the best kind of turkey.
If these monsters started throwing out sarcastic, rapey jokes, I'd be on board.
Hey, straight up, if like the shark after the first scene where you see the shark where he like dominated that naval tanker and he was just talking shit every time he jumped out of the tower, out of the water,
Yeah.
I would have laughed my ass off. That shit would have
Yeah.
been great.
Yeah, every time that megala dumbass was doing kick flips over that battleship and just smacking it with its fucking fin.
Boom! I sunk your battleship.
Oh my
Swims
god!
away.
Thank you. That would have been
Perfect line.
that would have been that line alone would have been another star on the rating.
I say that. I say this right now. They could have put that like where the shark is like swimming and you just see its mouth moving, and then in the subtitles it's like shark language. I sunk your battleship. I would have been okay with that. I would have totally okay with that. Totally
If
okay
they'd done
with that.
anything and said shark language, I would have lost it.
It could have been silent and it says shark language. It was just
Oh my God.
it just sucked. And to answer Joe in the chat real quick, he asks if it was better than Thankskilling. Absolutely not.
Absolutely,
it was not
dude.
better than
It's so much
Thankskilling.
better than Thankskilling.
No, it is not.
Thankskilling is so terrible, dude.
Thankskilling was
It's
a fun.
really great.
Thankskilling was a fun, hilarious, raunchy, stupid movie. This was just a stupid movie.
So like I'm just gonna put it out there. Like it's for me, it's like Thankskilling at the bottom, then this movie, and then way up here is Velocipastor.
I will say that Velocipastor is definitely the top. Just for
By a lot.
the first 5 minutes of Velocipastor is like better than both of the movies in my opinion.
I will give you.
God damn it. That's
Why
so
do they
good.
call me Frankie Mermaid, John?
Because I'm swimming
Swimming
in
in-
bitches. And the best part about that line is he didn't finish it off. The prostitute did. That's what made it even better.
That's a power
It's
move.
like, she just accepted.
She's
that-
just
that-
so defeated, dude. She's,
Oh my
but
God.
you're swimming in bitches.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I can't believe you guys didn't get anything out of this movie, man.
Nothing.
I mean, I got that Jaleel White was trying to make this movie better than it ever had any right to be.
Dude,
Like-
he was overacting his ass off.
He was trying. Like, he's like,
What-
I don't want to be here, but I want to try my damnedest.
Overacting his ass off, and the funniest thing was that they didn't retake lines that he would stutter on or he would like misstep in the middle of a sentence. They were like, all right, go with it. Yep, that's fine.
Keep it going. That's good. It's not
Oh,
B-roll. That's A-roll
yeah.
right there.
We're still better than Thankskilling. Keep going.
Shut the fuck up.
There were no stumbling lines in that movie. How dare you? That was execution.
Yeah, they were all executed to the extent of how bad they are.
Oh my
I
god.
guess you're right about that. They were perfectly executed shitty lines.
I take full offense to your tier list that you just made of 3 movies.
Good.
I
hope you do.
I will secede to Velocipastor being up there at the top, but Thankskilling is not a mile beneath it, and also subverted by freaking this movie. It is nestled under.
It is even if you were like, I like Thankskilling more than this movie because it's funny. Fine, whatever. You're entitled to your own opinion, but like to suggest that Velocipastor is not miles better than Thankskilling, you're just objectively wrong at that point.
I think I can find some metrics to prove that. I'm not going to do it right now.
Metrics? No!
But I
Knock
think I can
yourself
pull it
out, pimp.
God damn
It's not
it.
going to happen.
It's going to be hard because
Velocipastor-
Thankskilling is older.
He's gonna make a
Velocipastor is
pivot table
just
off of
a better
all this
movie,
shit.
dude.
Yo, I'm going to
It
pivot table
is.
your ass.
He's gonna throw that Excel at your face. It's like, boom, bitch.
Going to aggregate your face.
Oh my god. No. Fucking shit.
That was my
Uh,
opinion.
So
That's my
so-
50,000 level view of the movie. Sucks.
I love that this movie is the second in a quadrilogy of movies
Oh, that's
about
lovely.
a gigantic shark.
I was so lost in the beginning of this movie when they were already pissed off about a giant shark. And I'm like, wait, they know about this megalodon? And I'm like, wait a second. This is a sequel. Like, oh, okay.
Yep. It's like, where's the whale? I mean, shark guy.
Yeah, where's the shark and crocodile guy?
Oh my god.
Where's the dude?
In my professional opinion, sir, that this is a giant shark. Okay, so there's no giant shark. Thank you for your opinion. Get the fuck out of my
Yeah,
office.
he basically disregarded his whole fucking reason for being on the ship. It's like, I'm asking your opinion of this. I'm telling you your opinion's wrong. Get the fuck out.
Wasn't that first scene with Jaleel White though the most Urkel scene of the entire movie when he's sitting there trying to
really
tweak the frequencies to fuck with the shark in the cage?
And then, like, look at how it repels the shark, and the shark comes right at the fucking glass and starts cracking.
And breaks the glass. I was like, holy shit, dude, you might have a serious problem here.
I saw that done better in Deep Blue.
Deep Blue had way more money, and it had a better cast. Just for Samuel L. Jackson. Yes, it did.
Deep Blue was a good movie.
Yes, it fucking did.
Okay, so that's what is budget of Deep Blue?
Wait, you're actually checking it?
I just want to find
it. Hey, why don't you just go ahead and pull up a picture of the Crocosaurus in this movie, and I think I'll get your answer.
So, what if I told you that Deep Blue Sea had a budget that was lower than Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus if you drop 3 zeros?
Thank you.
Anyway, get out of here. You fucking dumb piece of shit. I like how you set that one up. I like how you set up that misdirect.
Yeah, my heart skipped a beat there.
I was like, we both, Jordan and I were both like, no. We were like, wait, what the fuck? I would have left the podcast. No, I'm like, done.
Dude, Samuel L. Jackson alone, you would need to like, what? Let's see, what is Samuel L. Jackson's going rate
for in a movie?
Can you just Google that?
I mean,
maybe. Sometimes you can.
How much to hire Samuel L. Jackson for kid's birthday?
This has Samuel L. Jackson, Thomas Jane, who's like one of my like better favorite TV actors, LL Cool J, Michael Rappaport. Like this cast is amazing.
So this is what I can tell you.
It's a fun cast.
For an appearance, not for a film, but just for an appearance, Samuel L. Jackson's going rate is between $75,000 and $150,000.
Oh, is that all? I got that in the bank.
Which is more than the budget of this movie.
That's we can do that. He's gonna show up for Thanksgiving.
Wait, for how long? For how long? Is that like an hour worth of content, or does it say?
It's like that's like for a handshake and a picture.
That's just to show up. He shows up, make sure you know he's there, and then he leaves.
No, he doesn't even leave the car. He just rolls down the window so you can see his face.
Just yell something.
He puts his ID out the window so you can check and verify that it's actually him, and then leaves.
It depends on his price. Depends on how long the event.
So
I imagine
Mr.
for
Jackson,
$75,000, you could hire him for an actual event.
Mr. Jackson, just yell out "motherfucker," please, once. So, all right. So starting right now, I would invite our listeners to donate to our new GoFundMe to get Samuel L. Jackson to appear on on a podcast episode. I think we can make our goal of $75,000 to get him on here for a minimum of an hour.
Before we die?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
We'll give him a movie or something to watch before we talk with him, and then about an hour, we'll sit down with him, have a crippling discussion. I'm down.
I feel like we should ask him what's the most hated movie he's worked on, and then watch it with him while on the podcast, so he can talk so much shit about what went wrong and everything that happened and why he hates it so much. No, his most hated movie
he had the least that was just terrible.
His
to make,
least
right?
enjoyable experience working on any movie, because he's worked in a lot of movies. I think he was going for the Guinness World Record of most movie appearances, I believe.
I think he has like 100 right now, something like that. 120, something in that
fucking
neighborhood.
ridiculous.
I wonder if you can tell that just from the IMDb. Like, is there something super left field?
Yeah, no, like it has a collapsible. It has like a collapsible field where it tells you how many movies that they're in or how many things they're accredited in.
Oh, here we go. Samuel L. Jackson is said to earn a base salary of at least $10 to $20 million per movie.
Okay, guys.
Now,
so, listeners, I think we can really, meet this goal.
For the record, the entire budget of Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus was $100,000.
Wow. I mean, I'll give them credit for $100,000. They move mountains.
Oh my God.
I'm saying, dude, literally. He like smashes through the side of a mountain at one point.
Credit where credit is due. For $100,000, all right. You do you. I'm sure.
Hey,
I'm sure
coming
it easily
around
made
on
money.
Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus. Look at this.
Just the finances. All right, slow down. I respect the hustle. I don't respect the movie.
Get the fuck.
Come on, you don't respect militant, angry Special Agent Hutchinson?
No, I legit called everything. Like straight up, I knew the girlfriend was marked for death when he was all talking to her and basically
my God.
The shark's back, and she's just totally like, no, the shark's not back. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Just meet me at 1300. And then when homeboy looked at his watch and he was late, I was like, she's dead. And I thought she was just knocked out, right? But he moves the cover and there's like shrapnel in her fucking side and she's bleeding out.
He says that the shark bit her. I was like, wait, what?
Wait, he did?
Like she got... Yeah, dude.
I missed that.
He's like, the shark bit. And I was like, wait, no, that shark, if that shark bit her, she would not be there.
I knew she was dead because she was just way too DTF for Urkel.
What are you talking about?
I'm like, there's no way they can. There's no character arc that comes back from this moment.
No, I'm sorry. We got to backtrack because back in the day, Stefan was the guy that every girl wanted when it came to sitcoms. Like Stefan or Kel, man.
Look, he looked good in the movie. All right, but I mean, she was just hounding on and on. 1300. Hey, I'll make you forget all about this shark. 1300. I'm like, oh, I've seen this in every other horror movie that I've watched. Almost. I'm like, you're dead. You're dying soon.
Marked for death.
You're dying quick, bro.
I was surprised that the whole tanker just went down, though. I thought like they would have got away in the tanker or something. It's like, no, we're taking that shit out right now. And then he's the only one that gets away in a scuba suit? What?
Yeah. Dude, when I was watching the movie, I was like, why is he getting into a scuba suit? And then the next shot, the ship is like underwater on fire. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's why.
He literally is like, I'm not trying to help nobody. Like, fuck them. I'm out. I tried to tell them and they did not listen.
Listen, I got all kinds of PTSD now that my girlfriend is dead. I'm out of here.
My God.
That's going to randomly manifest at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, and let's take a step back. When he started trying to help to repel the shark, I put up quotations. He didn't have any of his speakers plugged up. Like he literally had the back end of the wire tied to a rope and was putting it into the sea. It wasn't hooked up to anything. So I was like, wait, how would they work? Are they battery powered? What kind of batteries are you using in that? But that's me getting hung up on details.
Speaking of getting hung up on details, I gotta talk about the ending of this movie for a second, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because he insinuates that he and his homeboy are about to go fuck with Godzilla. And I'm like, bro, you had way too much trouble with a giant crocodile to go fuck with Godzilla.
You don't. Something that actually can attack you from a distance.
Nuclear breath, bro. That's all you need to know. There's not like homing eggs around Godzilla. You're gonna have a lot of issues taking that guy down.
So looking at all the other movies that are a part of this, Is the shark kind of like Godzilla? Like, is he like that unsung hero? Like, really, at the end of the day, he's just kind of protecting them against these other menaces?
No, he's like the original Godzilla, who's a problem all by himself, and then other problems come to fuck with him, and they become a double problem.
Okay, well, I mean, he fights off the Colossus, so that's that's good to see.
I mean, to be fair, I have not seen Mega Shark versus Colossus, so I can't speak to that.
Bro, the Colossus on this cover, it looks like the cover of an Iron Maiden album.
It does, actually.
And the Colossus itself looks like an enemy out of Power Rangers. Or actually a mixture of Power Rangers and Attack on Titan.
Ooh, it does kind of look like a Mecha Titan, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Actually, it does. It really does.
You nailed it on that one. But this was not the one about Mega Shark versus Colossus.
No, this one was somehow more tame. Conceptually more tame.
Dude, I just love how the very beginning of this movie, like they're down there, they're mining these blood diamonds or whatever. And then the Crocosaurus just bursts out of this mine, stomps on a dude immediately.
Oh my god, that fucking scene where he just turned him into a blood patty. Oh my god.
A blood stain. And then they come back later and there's one hand and one leg sitting there. Like, what happened to the rest of him?
Jesus.
The Crocosaurus had no business being in that small mine. How did he even fit in there? Was the idea that he was tunneling through to get to that? How did he sneak up on them when he was moving thousands of tons of earth? Should I be worried about this?
There's a giant tunnel system underneath there, and it just like opens up once you get to a certain depth.
Fuck you. All right. Riddle me this. How the fuck does he sneak up on that stupid ass secretary in the swamp? That swamp is nowhere near big enough to hide that fucking shit. And he just rises up.
Oh, you're talking about that dumb bitch who saw crocodiles over there and went further into the water?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
exactly.
Thank you for saying it, because I wrote a note about that as well. I'm like, oh, you slipped in the water. Oh, you're still walking deeper into the water. Why didn't you go the way you came?
Dude, I mean, that's the only way to escape from crocodiles in the water. You go further into the water. Everybody knows that.
Oh my god, everyone knows crocodiles hate water.
And then you get the glorious screaming soundbite of her death. Oh my god.
So good.
She gets eaten like a dog eats a treat on its nose.
I feel like you guys had the same experience with this movie that I had with Thankskilling. Like, your expectations were wrong.
No, I wanted to come into this watching a stupid, wacky, illogical, and crazy movie that didn't make any sense.
What it was.
But
they didn't go. None of this makes sense.
They didn't go far enough for me.
It doesn't make sense. Although I do love the kind of allusion to Jurassic Park at the beginning when they're like starting to mine and shit. That was classic.
It didn't go far enough for me. And also, I do want to point out, because we're talking about the beginning of the movie, the Congo as a movie setting is the most fucking basic ass I need a jungle setting ever. It's like, oh, we want the movie to be in a jungle for this first scene. What has a jungle? The Congo! Let's put it in the Congo, dude! I just thought that was stupid.
Oh, why else are you going to be mining in the middle of the jungle, dude?
Oh, and also, maybe it's just me that notices this, because I've watched The Office way too many times.
I hate this already.
The guy that was there in the beginning of the movie, the overseer or whatever, the asshole Australian guy,
drug lord?
Sure, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, the prospector. He actually played a character in The Office. He was Bob Vance from Vance Refrigeration. He was one of the main character's husbands. This means nothing at all to any of you, but to me, that was a pretty impactful moment. That drew me in.
Impactful moment.
They got me right here, man.
Dude, that Bob Vance, he's just trying to sell fridges. He's out here mining blood diamonds.
For Phyllis.
Whatever you got to do to get those fridge orders in, man.
For
supporting her habit.
Hey, Phyllis, she's she's expensive. I gotta find another income.
She has needs. I need to supply them for her.
Needs.
Oh
Ugh!
my god, dude.
It's so fucking bad. I did not. And like, this shark's fin could basically block the fucking sun. How does nobody been able to track this motherfucker? Jesus.
I just speaking of which, I love that one scene where they're like on the cliff looking out, and she's like, "Is that a shark fin, bitch? You know how big that shark fin is? Are you for real? Is that a shark fin?"
Told you, man. That shark fin can create an eclipse.
It could have been a sail. You don't know.
It could be a sail with no boat. You don't know.
You mean King Kong's luxury cruise boat?
It's just King Kong on like one of those air gliders where you just like you're on a
Yeah.
surfboard and you have the sail.
Bro, like we found out at the very beginning of this movie, this shark is bigger than a naval battleship. And you're gonna try and sit there. It could be a sailboat. No, the fuck, it cannot. There's no
God
sailboats
damn.
that big.
Dude. Like, going anywhere near that shark is just...
That shark is easily bigger than Megalodon actually was. Easily.
Way.
I do love
Way
that
bigger.
it has some kind of like built-in sonar for crocodile eggs, though.
What the
Oh, it loved
fuck?
him, dude. It was munching those eggs right up.
So
Like,
dumb.
As soon as that crocodile laid, that shark was just out there like,
But
some
here's the
meat's over there. Let's go.
Here's the thing. Maybe he really is like that. Kind of like Joe said that Godzilla was that force in nature that brings balance. So he knew that a Crocosaurus mating apparently asexually would be
I don't
terrible.
know why you say that. Like that's absurd in a movie where you have a Crocosaurus to begin with.
All right,
It's
fine. It's just popping out eggs. But anyway, it knew that would create an unbalance, and it knew that for the betterment of humanity, it had to attack the eggs first. Kind of like interestingly enough, kind of like in the Godzilla movie that I just watched. At the end of the movie,
Damn it.
he really focuses on the eggs to get the eggs first, and then that queen is real pissed off about it. But it's good to see that really at the end of the day, Mega Shark was there for us. Where were you?
Why did I just
Mega Shark
imagine...
is neutral good.
I swear to God,
I would say
just
he's chaotic
imagined-
neutral.
Jordan, after you
Ooh.
said that, I imagined you as one of those like tiny Japanese children who are talking about Godzilla and how much they love him, and you hear that somber music, and he's walking out to the sea in the sunset. That's what I imagined you talking about fucking Megalodon.
Whenever I think of Godzilla, because I'm an American, I always think of the 1999
Because I'm
Godzilla.
American.
Like I always think
that one.
I always think
was
of that.
Great. I love that movie.
It's a fun movie to watch. It's not like one that fits nicely in the Godzilla canon, but it is fun
Not
to
even
watch.
close.
And I always think of the original fisherman that they interview in the beginning of the movie, and they're like
Mhm.
waving the lighter in his face. He's like,
Mhm.
Godzilla,
Godzilla.
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 I'm like, I love
That
you.
is perfect representation of it.
Yep.
So
And then it just gets
let's-
wacky. Oh, interestingly enough, they go right for the eggs in that movie too, if you remember it. Remember, because the Godzilla actually nested inside of the Madison Square Garden, and there was a big plot of that movie to take out the eggs first. So once again, move the queen further towards the king for that mega shark.
But remember, in this movie, they opt to not go for the eggs and attack the mother first, which I thought was a fucking mistake.
Mega shark went for the eggs first.
No, Mega Shark does, but the humans don't.
Yeah, the shark is smarter than the
98
humans.
Godzilla, the humans go for the eggs.
Yeah.
And they fail, by the way. Like,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
just
they
eggs
did.
left over.
Like, they hatched and everything, set up for a sequel.
Well, no, yeah,
That unfortunately never happened. I would have watched the shit out of a Godzilla 98 sequel.
you know what they should have actually transitioned the Godzilla 98 to? That last remaining little Godzilla egg should have popped out, and like that's like the start of a new Yoshi movie, live action.
Or Jurassic World 4.
Oh,
Three?
fuck.
3. There's only 2 of them so far. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I want to circle back around for a second. Because you said that Mega Shark is chaotic neutral. If Mega Shark is chaotic neutral, what's Crocosaurus?
I think they're both.
Chaos incarnate.
I think they're both chaotic neutral.
What? How?
I think.
How?
I think,
Explain
I
yourself.
think it's just a matter of of intention, but I think they're both chaotic neutral creatures. Like, I would argue Godzilla's chaotic neutral.
I would argue that Crocosaurus is more like lawful neutral, or maybe lawful good.
Crocosaurus?
Because remember, Crocosaurus, it just exists and is breeding and protecting her eggs. She's not trying to fuck with nobody. People and Mega Sharp keep fucking with her and trying to eat her children.
Yeah, I can understand that. All right, I'm on board.
I can't.
Like, no, fuck that crocodile, man.
That crocodile didn't mean to kill anybody in the first scene. He was just walking and accidentally stepped on someone, like we do ants. It's fine.
Oh, well, I mean, I can't stand with you on that one. It definitely meant to kill those people, but they shouldn't have been.
Yeah, actually,
they should have been mining blood diamonds so close to her brood, man.
They cut out the part after he stepped on the guy, and the croc's like, "Oh my god, it's gross."
Wipe it off. Get it off. Get it off.
I don't think so. Like, lawful in the perspective of a giant crocodile. I mean, I guess if you want to start like if you want to go into crocodile law, like, let's get some. Is there crocodile lawyers in like Florida or like Australia?
Crocodile lawyers?
Oh, in Florida, almost certainly.
I think that from the perspective of the crocodile, sure, it's trying to be lawful, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's all chaotic, neutral actions, you know?
And as humans are just caught in the middle.
I think it's the onus is on the observer. So because we're the observers, I think we could claim it as chaotic neutral. But I guess if the crocodile played D&D, they could offer us a different perspective. So what's the Krillin of crocodiles?
The Krillin of crocodiles?
I'm
actually gonna type that in. The Krillin of croc.
Oh, Cayman. That's a good call.
I'm going with Cayman. Any crocodile experts in the chat? We're looking for your guidance here. I need the Krillin of crocodiles. I'm looking at you, Corn.
I wonder who would win in a fight between an American crocodile and a Cayman.
I guarantee with enough money, we can watch that fight in Miami.
Okay, so let's see. I got American crocodile here. Where's my Cayman? There's a Cayman crocodile? Who knew?
So, side note, when I typed in the Krillin of crocodiles, the first thing that came up was Krillin versus crocodile. Who would win Reddit?
In a world where Krillin exists, he could absolutely take down a crocodile. Like, let's just get that.
No.
Krillin gets a bad rap, but like, he can fuck up a crocodile.
No, Dean. Crocodile.
Yeah.
No,
yes,
not
man.
a crocodile. Crocodile.
Oh, I wouldn't get this.
That's a stupid ass question too. Like, crocodile's gonna fuck his ass up. What idiot asked that question?
Oh, dude, the chat is a lot larger than it needs to be answering this question.
Like, there's no debate to be had, dude. Like, crocodile's gonna fuck his ass up.
It's actually pretty contested.
Yeah.
Also, looking at a size comparison of a caiman and every other species of crocodile, like, there's no question. The caiman is the bitch boy of crocodiles. Caiman is a fucking joke, dude. I could fuck up a caiman.
Well, hold on. I mean, if it snuck up on you, maybe not.
Okay, let's see. How big is a caiman? Let's take a look.
Like,
maybe my size is way off.
Like, it looks like a doofus, but I think there's a caiman crocodile in the Everglades, and that's the largest species.
The first thing that came up is an article from Britannica, and it describes the largest species of caiman as potentially dangerous. As soon as you go potentially dangerous, I'm not afraid. I'm gonna punch that motherfucker in the mouth.
Right in his fucking nose.
Yeah, I concede. Cayman, I was right. Cayman is the Krillin of crocodiles.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Cayman is the Yamcha of crocodiles, bro.
Yo! That's a burn.
That's a hell of a burn.
Cayman is a bitch.
Oh, tell me how you really feel about Yamcha.
Here's my real question, though. Nile crocodile or saltwater crocodile?
They're the same?
Nope. I thought they were, too.
I mean, I would say saltwater crocodile would fuck up a Nile crocodile. Because, I thought they were the same, but if not, I thought the saltwater crocodile is the largest. And Joe in the chat says, even a chihuahua can take you down if it starts nibbling at your jugular while you're asleep.
Nah, dude. Chihuahua's too yippy. I'd wake up and fuck that guy up.
A good bite in the right area, you might be able to bleed out before you find some medical attention.
If it breaks the skin.
He might be able to break the skin and make me bleed a little bit. Like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he punctures my jugular and I'm going to die. That motherfucker's going to choke the fuck out before I go down, though. Like, that chihuahua's going down with me.
Oh, my God.
The best case scenario for that chihuahua is he's getting his throat cut while I'm dying.
I'm so wrong. I thought they were one and the same. You're right. They're very different.
Yes, sir.
Saltwater crocodile's fatter.
But you are right that the saltwater crocodile is way more dangerous than a Nile crocodile.
I think it is the largest crocodile species, or largest crocodile species in the world, right?
Dude, I was
largest living reptile. Yes,
I was watching this documentary about saltwater crocodiles. Those things are terrifying. They're fucking terrifying.
You don't
they
win.
Are tanks. No, nothing fucks with them.
You take that L.
When you describe an apex predator, there's nothing more apex than a saltwater crocodile. That thing will fuck you up land, sea, or air.
Yeah, thanks National Geographic. I was right. They do grow up to 20 feet. I remember that. You know why I remember? Because I think I remember them like fucking up some wildebeests. Or I might be thinking of Niles again. But they weigh up to almost 3,000 pounds.
So they're tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty small. I could lift it. I can clean that.
Just an average car,
Yeah,
that's cool.
I can do that.
Sure. 20 feet.
Take that shit on.
Got it.
Christ, dude.
Well, hold on.
Saltwater crocodiles might be the only like animal that scares the shit out of me.
Currently living, yeah. So a megalodon would actually still fuck it up. Megalodon is still way bigger than a saltwater crocodile. But
I don't know, man. Saltwater crocodile, I feel like, gets swallowed by that megalodon and then fucks him up from the inside out.
Starts eating him
from
the inside out.
It's just like, oh, you just gave me a free meal. Thanks, bro.
He starts going to town. He starts death rolling his kidneys.
Just fucking up everything.
Shit.
I think
talking shit while he's doing it.
Yeah, so megalodon, they would fuck him up. On average, they can get up to like 52 feet. So, twice the size. And probably twice the size and at least 6 times the weight of the saltwater. But there was another crocodile species that used to live that was like a megalodon, but it wasn't called Crocosaurus. Fuck this movie, but it was called something else.
Oh, shit.
59 feet maximum.
Can we just change this podcast to the Google podcast? Because we're just like Googling cool and neat facts
about crocodilians.
Ugh. Crocodilians? Is that a race of crocodiles?
That would be all crocodiles, my friend.
Oh,
actually,
excuse me.
I may have misremembered this. It looks like there was a prehistoric crocodile, but it only maxed out at what seems to be 30 feet.
Oh. Still, dude, if
Oh, Sarcophagus, yeah. Hold on, this might be it. Is this it? No, this is it, yeah. Sarcophagus is the crocodile. 30 feet. Yeah, so actually a megalodon, I think, would consistently fuck up every crocodile that ever existed. It weighed 4.3 metric tons.
Oh, is that all? Yeah, I bench press that every morning. That's nothing. That's bullshit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, the largest crocodilian that ever lived? No, this is... Did you find out what the size of that big...
Yeah, 30.
crocodilian?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Are you sure?
That's what
Only
I'm
30
finding. That's what I'm finding right now.
I kind of feel like Google's failing you right now. That seems too small.
There's a crocodile called.
Here's Sarcosuchus, which is 30 feet.
That's who I was talking about. Sarcosuchus. Thank you. You pronounced it correctly. So that's what I was talking about originally. Joe in the chat says, "I'm a chicken nuggets apex predator."
Yo! That's why he knows the Burger King nuggies are terrible, bro.
Burger King nuggies are terrible.
Thank you.
Sorry, John.
Don't apologize to him.
I know he has a
Now-
special, love for them.
I don't know why. I mean, if you love soggy nuggets,
You're such a bitch, dude. I hate your guts. Burger King is delicious in every way, shape.
Why don't we,
it will reign supreme.
Dean, unless you got another dope fact to dunk on us, let's get back to this movie so we can kill it quickly.
No, fuck this movie and the
speaking
people
of
in it.
killing it quickly, these motherfuckers were not ready to kill these animals, dude.
Not even close.
Nowhere near prepared. These idiots, every single one of them. Although the Panama Canal idea was actually kind of awesome, but I mean,
No,
awesome in concept, not in execution.
Yeah, and like the first time that they first of all they caught the crocodile, and then like the first time they see the shark, it's like, let's release the crocodile and hope it'll kill it for us, and then jump in the water with both of them. Smart.
I thought that was weird too. Like right when that shit was going down, he's like, ah! He just jumps in the water, and he's the one that died. The other guy was on the boat; he just lived.
Am I the only person who was caught off guard when Hutchinson was like, "Yeah, I'm U.S. Special Agent Hutchinson," and she's in Brazil or wherever the fuck they are, and she's like, "You're under arrest." The fuck do you mean I'm under arrest? This isn't America, motherfucker. Who do you think you are? You can't just come to a foreign country, start arresting people.
No, I was more taken aback that they were in Brazil and they were speaking Spanish. Poor Spanish. Like, they never went past the 4th grade. And I'm just like...
That's a nice catch.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? It's like...
A little continuity error there. Nailed it.
I did not like any of that. I was like, none of these motherfuckers passed 4th grade Spanish. Like, it's the Cedric the Entertainer's show skit called Que Hora Es? And it literally, in the title, is like, Que Hora Es, the show for everybody who didn't complete Spanish past the 4th grade.
I mean, Agent Hutchinson was pretty bare bones as a character, pretty basic, so much so that she's
so angry.
She took the first opportunity to take her shirt off and then stay in the tank top the rest of the movie.
I know. Right? I fully expected her to lose the jacket at some point, but I didn't expect her to just take it off randomly and then never put it back on. It was almost like they were like, we have to return this jacket. We can't afford to keep it anymore.
It's like, you worn it for too long. We're not going to get our deposit back. Take it off.
Take it off. You might spill something on it. Put it away. We can't afford that. We don't have the budget for that jacket.
Joe, I think that's what he was pointing out, is that they weren't speaking Portuguese than when they should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not great at explaining himself. Anyway, dude, I also love that everything in this movie is CG. They just went around and shot locations and then CG'd in everything.
Dude,
like weather effects, like even in the first part of the movie when the mountain was rumbling. First of all, the camera wasn't shaking really at all to show that it was rumbling or anything like that. And then you just see poorly CG dust come from the side of the mountain. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
I thought it was ridiculous that they CG'd the footprint. Dude, just dig a hole, bro. They're like,
dude, they CG'd in the military vehicles and shit.
That's so bad.
Just don't have military vehicles, bro.
They filmed every helicopter scene in a Dave and Buster's freaking ride.
Dude, you know what my favorite scene in the whole movie was, though? When they're like, it's gone to Orlando. So it's fucking at SeaWorld. It just shows, like, it's just a recording of one of the Shamu shows. It just swoops in and eats them all.
Bro, I thought it was... That's exactly what I want to see. That's the kind of shit that I expected the whole movie to be. I agree. That was my favorite scene of the entire freaking movie.
Oh my god.
I wanted that over and over again. I wanted wild, weird shit like that. But that was
the whole movie, though.
I don't feel like they ever hit that high of a note again.
Also,
so fucking good.
You know, Robert Picardo's in this movie, man. How the fuck did they convince him to get in this movie?
I mean, he what else have you seen him in? I mean, yeah, he was like pretty prominent like in the 90s, early 2000s, but what else have you seen him?
Maybe he owed a favor?
Bro, this is by far and away the worst thing he's ever been in. Like, come on.
True. This is a pretty big IMDb page. I don't know.
I don't know. Come on, dude.
Like, go through everything that he's been in. It's like, just sit down with some popcorn. We're going to make sure that this statement is factual and that we can verify that.
Yo, he voiced a character in Batman the Animated Series on a really good episode. Of
course he did.
The man who killed Batman. That's a great episode.
I feel like you're really underestimating how great Robert Picardo is.
Once again, yes, he was great in the 90s and 2000s. Like, what else have you seen him in?
Better drink it.
What the fuck?
More recently? I mean, isn't he on the Orville?
I'm not sure. I've only watched some of the first season. I don't even remember if I finished the first season.
Sorry, I'm still hung up on him voice acting one of my favorite Batman the Animated Series episodes.
Bro, come on, John. He's in Bones. He's in Lucifer. He's in Salem. He's in Justice League Action. He's in the Orville. He's in School. You watch everything.
I do.
He's in Chuck. He's in Castle. He's in Smallville. I know you've seen all these shows, man.
First of all, yes, I know who he is because he shows up in a lot of fucking TV. I'm talking about movie shit.
He's in a movie this year named Dust Nuggets.
Let's see. You said after the 90s. So
90s and 2000s, yeah.
Oh, and the 2000s? Jesus Christ. Okay. Well,
like early 2000s, like throughout the 90s. Like, I'm saying the only reason I know him, to be honest with you, is because all those shows you named, I recognize him and like the type of character he plays. But in movies, I can't even recall a movie that he's been in.
I mean, to be fair though, like most actors are either film actors or television actors. They don't often like, and I mean like primarily.
Yes.
Like, so you'll see somebody who's in a shit ton of TV and then maybe he has a few film roles here. This guy's been around long enough that he has a lot of both, but like they're little roles.
Yes, exactly. That's everywhere. What I mean. He just shows up. He's like, I know that guy, but I don't know specifically. You know what I mean? That kind of shit.
But like, he's in a ton of TV that like, if you watch TV, you know this guy.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, that's what I mean.
Like he was in Kojak, Taxi. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna go down this real quick. The Golden Girls, L.A. Law, 21 Jump Street, The Wonder Years, Dinosaurs, Home Improvement, Batman the Animated Series, Tales from the Crypt, Star Trek Voyager, of course. That's what most people would probably know from this movie.
Yeah, I didn't watch any Star Trek because it sucks. Keep going.
No, I'm with you there, but like I know that he was on Voyager because he. Never mind, doesn't matter. ER, Deep Space Nine. I didn't know he made a cameo there, but cool. Cow and Chicken, Ally McBeal, the Buzz Lightyear cartoon, Frasier, Jordan, The Weakest Link, Crossing Jordan, The Practice, Justice League, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Stargate SG-1, mind you, I'm skipping things as I go through this.
Yes.
The West Wing, Justice League Unlimited, the 4400, Ben 10, the OC, Stargate Atlantis, CSI New York, Smallville, Castle, Chuck, Justified, Supernatural, Stargate Universe. I'm almost done, Jordan. I'm almost done. Hawaii Five-0, Bones.
It's already dead. Stop hitting it.
Star Trek Renegade, Lucifer, Salem, Justice League Action, the Orville and School.
Once again, yes, I understand, but that's what I mean. Like, first of all, in the movie realm, barely any accredited. Yes.
He's so let's also go back. In Call of Duty Black Ops, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 4 plus Fallout 4. Just saying.
All I'm saying is, you know who he is, but most of the time you can't tie specifically what it is, other than Star Trek. Like, I would say that, like, everybody kind of knows him from Star Trek.
Any Trekkie would immediately know who this guy is.
Exactly. But other than that, it's just like, I know that guy, but I don't remember where. I've seen him before, but like, some people wouldn't even be able to recall his name as an actor.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
So that's what I mean.
Can I just point out? Yeah, so I just want to point out that I think it's really it speaks volumes that we're trying so hard to not talk about this fucking movie that we're listing IMDb freaking credits.
Dude.
First of all, I'm not trying to not talk about this movie. I'm saying it's incredible that this movie had a $100,000 budget and got an actor of this caliber on it. That's my point.
An actor that's super accredited. Like Jaleel White, like, again, he's like, it's hard to come back when everybody sees you as Urkel to do anything else. Although he did try, like, he's been in a couple of movies that I liked him in. But again, I couldn't name them. I just remember you had a role.
It's like when you saw the third Spider-Man movie, the original one, and you're like, oh, look, it's that dude from the 70s show. What? He's Venom?
First of all, I try and forget Spider-Man 3 ever happened every day of my life. And second of all, I have that feeling almost every single episode when I watch The Ranch.
Yeah, they've aged a little more gracefully than some of the other actors. Let's continue about the movie, please, because I feel like
White was in Quest for
No,
Camelot.
damn it! Kill me now.
Oh my god!
You know what this feels like? This I feel like I'm James Bond and you're like Goldfinger, and I'm strapped up to some kind of conveyor belt system, and there is a laser pointed at my crotch, inching ever closer.
What do you want me to do? Talk about this movie? No, Jordan. I want you to hear about this IMDb.
Check out these interesting IMDb credits. No!
All right, fine. You want to talk about the movie? Let's talk about the movie specifically.
Hit it hard.
Oh my god.
Oh, you want me to do it?
No, I got it. Like, okay, so I don't like the fact like the Aussie dude was an asshole for no reason. Like,
to everybody.
He was just an asshole to be an asshole. The best part is when he met Jaleel White's character, he's all talking about, first of all, how his fiance was the hottest piece of ass in the African jungle.
Would not
You
stop.
didn't say that.
And she's dead.
Did not read the room at all.
He did not read the room, and he just keeps fucking going. It's like, oh, did she get to know you enough to where she dumped you? Like, he's just going and going, and I'm just like, I wouldn't have punched the guy in the face to shut him up. I would have slit his throat slowly.
Even Agent Hutchinson, who her character on the other scenes of this movie wouldn't give a shit, was like, hey dude, come on dude, it's kind of dead, read the room. And he was just kept on going on, best rack in the business, dude. Wow, where's your wife, bro? Man, I can't wait to see her. And they were just waiting.
So bad. Yeah, like I didn't like his character. Like, they put him as an archetypal character, but he was just an asshole. Like, he wasn't an asshole that became like sympathetic or anything like that, or an anti-hero whatsoever. He was literally just an asshole to be an asshole.
You know what the best part about his character was, though? He was always right.
I mean,
like, he's a dick to everybody, but he's always right.
Yeah.
Especially when it came to Jaleel White's character, who's all like shark, 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 shark. And he's like, nah, dude, it's a crocodile.
Oh my god, their first bickering is like, yeah, you see those eggs. It's like, yeah, they're crocodile eggs. He doesn't even look at the picture. They're crocodile eggs. And it's like, you don't know that. They could be a shark. And I was like, look at the shape of the eggs, bro. Those are crocodile eggs.
Doesn't look anything like a shark egg. Shut up, man! It's shark eggs.
When his character is first recruited in that random bar in the Congo, and that when they're flying in the helicopter to the scene where he needs to investigate the super croc, right? The camera kept on like pointing down and showing this like landscape scene, and I had no idea what the hell it was trying to show me. It kept on cutting to it, and I'm like, why am I looking at this? I don't see anything right now.
Trying to show you the beautiful view, man. Just take it all in.
I felt bad for the other guy at the bar when they left in a hurry, and he's in the background. He's like, hi. He lifted his beer up. Oh, did he get less Australian as the movie went on, or was that just me?
Yes, he totally did. He forgot he had an accent.
There was a couple of times where the characters who had accents just like fucked up and
just stopped having accents. Yeah.
I took a note when he was first introduced.
Speaking of characters,
well, I was just going to say.
Speaking of characters with accents, I love the. I love the dude who's like, it's not Luis, it's Louis.
Yeah. So methed out Crocodile Dundee.
So anyway, what I was gonna say.
This got me really excited actually about a possible parallel trilogy to this. The girl that was talking to him, she was rattling off like, you're the best in the biz. That's why you're so high dollar. Just really like feeding his ego, right? And he's like, oh, I guess, mate. Yeah, that sounds like me. You know, just being a complete dick about it.
Nailed that Australian accent, man. That's for a native.
She mentions in passing when she's like listing off the things that he hunts. This dude hunts goblins. And he has wrestled
ghosts and shit.
He has wrestled lizard creatures with 2 heads. Where the fuck is that movie?
Just all of his exploits.
Bro, I want a movie about the 15-tailed monster that eats the flesh of children.
Let's
Straight up.
Let's go.
God,
I would love to watch that movie.
So stupid.
Dude, you know why I love Hutchinson as a character? Other than the fact that she's just like a walking bottle of rage. That like when she first meets Jaleel White's character and he's like, I've got to help catch this shark. She's like, perfect, you start right now. Oh, and we're not paying you a fucking thing. And he's like, okay.
Oh my god, yes.
Whatever you say.
He jumped
really
at
hates
it.
That shark. Really hates that shark.
He's so mad at that shark, dude. He's like, yeah, I'll waste my time in my life.
They're going to bill him for all the food and like gas and stuff from the helicopter.
He's actually going to pay them to hunt the shark.
Hey, so someone has to pay back the Panama Canal.
It's like, so we're kind of on the hook for the USNS Invincible. Turns out it wasn't so invincible after all. We're just going to send you a check.
Oh man, I like the fact that the Aussie dude straight up when he was talking to Hutchinson for the first time about hunting the crocodile and how impossible it would be to kill it, he straight up made the shark look like a bitch. It's like, oh yeah, sharks got soft squishy skin that you can penetrate. Crocodiles impenetrable. Like you have to like a shark can only be in the sea and a crocodile's like sea and land. Like you can't run from a fucking crocodile. It can go anywhere. Like that kind of shit. I really enjoy that part.
Not if he zigzag.
Underselling the shark though.
Yeah, he really is. But oh my god.
Did you just say zigzag from like a 400-foot crocodile, man? Although there is a
serpentine,
scene where he
son.
just like successfully runs away from the Crocosaurus. He's like starts running away from him. Like, are you seriously about to try and run away from this thing that's the size of a city block? And then
Yeah.
he gets into the cave. He's totally safe, and then goes, you know what? I bet you I could fuck with this thing. He like leaves the cave.
I have a chance.
It's like that. What was it? Family Guy or something, where they're like spoofing on the crocodile hunter, and he's like, "I'm gonna stick my thumb right up his butt." Why would you do that?
I highly advise you against it. I'm gonna do it, mate.
He kind of reminds me of that. Like he just does shit just to do it for no good reason at all.
Exactly.
Oh, speaking of just doing shit for no good reason at all, dude, when they call up that nuclear power plant and just he's like, so I'm on the USNS Invincible and I need you to do X, Y, and Z right now. Okay, whatever you say, man. We got this.
Exactly. Like he was so gung ho for it.
I don't, like, you're not even gonna verify who this motherfucker is. And then he calls him back, and he knows who it is right away. So, what's up? Oh, you need another one. Okay, you got it, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like, I can just prank a nuclear power plant whenever I want. Good to know.
Yeah. Can I get some background information on what the fuck an arc flash is and why you can order 2 of them in Orlando?
Although he was really hesitant for it for a second.
For like half a second. No, when he got the order from him,
he was like, I don't know about that.
He was like literally like looking at the paper and he's like, oh god, this is what my life has been waiting for. I've been leading up to this moment. Like we've been doing drills for this. Arc flash time, boys. You ready?
That's his magnum opus.
Right?
Well,
he was so excited.
It is apparently a real thing.
An arc flash is just when like you have it's just like the stream of electricity between two nodes, right? That like it leaks out and it has like let me just Google it.
Goggle it.
Yeah.
I think I know.
Goggle it hard.
You do that because I'm struggling.
Why does the crocodile egg look like shitty melted wax?
A flashover, light and heat produced as a part of an arc fault. Yeah, okay, I know. The arc fault was what I was thinking of, but I guess the explosion of that, or the energy or the force from it, is an arc flash.
This seems like something that, like, as a nuclear power plant worker, you would be a little bit more hesitant to pull off on purpose.
Yeah, temperature 35,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a little toasty.
And then when he's like, do it again.
Yeah, he immediately orders another one. Again!
That's like, when, like, as the like supervisor there, you would be like, no.
Especially with all the prep work that they did to do the first one, it's like they could just shoot them off twice in a row. I was like, okay.
That's when you answer that phone call. You're like, this is not 3 Mile Island, motherfucker. We're not doing that again. Are you insane?
Stupid as fuck, dude.
That
I
was gonna say that captain was all too eager to smoke that Black Dragon cigar.
Oh yeah, he definitely was. He's like, I want to smoke.
This is the most expensive cigar in the world, and I'm like smoking.
It's like broken in half and shit. He's like, whatever, rips it in half, lights it up.
He was so gung ho for that cigar. He was probably sleeping with it next to his pillow, having pillow talk with it. Oh, I can't wait to smoke you, baby.
It'll be so nice. Just you, me, bottle of wine.
I also love how Agent Hutchinson is probably the most resourceful character in this entire movie, because in the beginning, when and I'm actually going to refer to where is he? Nigel. I'm going to refer to Nigel from this moment on as Crocman, because they call him Crocman for a moment.
Yep, fair.
When Crocman originally was transporting the Crocosaurus on that barge, and then it broke out and everyone died and whatever. He was a castaway on some random island and was immediately found by Agent Hutchinson. Immediately found. I thought that was kind of impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll give her that.
She's very angry all the time because nobody's as good as she is.
That's her secret. She's always angry.
I just don't understand what a Secret Service agent is doing being involved in any of this at any point.
Secret Service? Or was she a secret government branch that like was never
branch?
Like it wasn't ever like, I don't know. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure she introduced herself as a Secret Service agent. I could be wrong, but I thought that's how she introduced herself.
Oh my god. She is also known for a movie called 500 Mile Per Hour Storm.
Yes.
What?
That's just the title. It's a movie about a storm that has 500 mile per hour winds. And there's a picture of the top of the White House getting torn off.
Okay, so cool. I looked it up, and apparently she's not Secret Service agent. She's actually a National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Special Agent, which makes me wonder, why the fuck does she have the power to arrest anybody for anything, anywhere?
She's overstepping her bounds a little bit.
I really think well, you're under arrest.
Excuse me, ma'am. I think
okay.
I think you're out of your jurisdiction, which I believe your jurisdiction to be SeaWorld.
Don't give me any of that my diction crap.
What other terrible things happened? When they were planning the mission, the Crocmen dropped a banger of a line. They needed him to do something. He says, "Egg be my pleasure."
Got him.
Fucking dad jokes.
That was great.
From the reigning asshole.
Oh, dude. Crocman was so horny the entire time for Agent Hutchinson. Like, awkwardly pursuive. Like, every freaking moment, bro.
But, in his defense, he has the ability to just knock out a pig for 3 days somehow. Just knock that motherfucker out. And apparently he does it all the time, because that bartender was pissed.
My pig!
That boy.
You're going to explain to my wife why you knocked out my fucking pig.
I thought that pig was... I just learned it was knocked out. I thought it was dead.
Yeah, I thought it was dead too.
I must not have had the volume
up. Until he started talking to the bartender, and he was like, "I'll wake up in 3 days." Like,
I don't think they're... Are there wild boars in the Congo? I don't think they're indigenous.
Maybe. Since this is the Google podcast, are there wild boars in the Congo?
Red River hog.
Yes, sir. There definitely are.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with its ears? Jesus. I don't like it.
God.
He looks like a sad little gremlin.
Dude, he does look like... This is an ugly pig. Whoa. This is a really ugly pig.
Also known as the bush pig.
Hey, Chad, if you want to see terrible. You know, an example of where God makes mistakes, go ahead and Google Red River hog.
Oh my god, dude.
This picture looks like if Master Roshi was a boar.
I also want to just say, like, they really fucked up Orlando, man.
Oh, yeah. Orlando's done for.
They fucked Orlando up. Yeah. It is no longer the city beautiful.
I'm cool with it.
It's true. That's fine.
You know, it's rare. Actually, no, it's not rare. This is the only time I've ever seen my hometown in some type of, like, devastating, you know, state. Like, usually they're not like, we need to destroy a big city. Like, let's destroy Orlando. That's not usually the first thing that comes to mind. Usually it's LA, New York, Chicago.
Dude, I just remembered, I don't know why I just remembered this randomly, but like when that's all going on, they cut back to the sub, and they're like ostensibly talking about using the nukes to kill the crocodile when it's on its way to Hawaii. And the guy who's on communications is talking to the supervisor, and he's like, they've got a weird plan over here, boss. And he's like, what does that mean? What the fuck do you mean? What does that mean? Ask him what that means.
So fucking dumb. It seemed like the monsters in this movie were way smarter than the humans in so many different aspects.
Especially after the shark goes nuclear.
No, like when the shark jumps out at the swims at the perfect speed to catch a fucking missile, and then
redirects it.
Oh my god!
Purposefully and meaningfully redirects it.
I like that.
So fucking dumb.
That was fun.
Dude, I'm telling you, like I think you didn't give this movie enough credit.
So
there's a lot of great moments in this movie.
Fable in the chat brings up a good point. He says they couldn't book a good city. They're like, we want to destroy a major metropolitan area. They're like, what about LA? No. we only have it. What's the largest city we can destroy in our budget? Orlando.
No, I think it's more the fact that Orlando is known for having a shit ton of crocodiles around it. On top of it's really waterlogged.
Dude, they just really wanted a shot where this crocodile eats a bunch of orcas.
That's exactly.
That's what it was.
Dean, that's 100% what happened. They were in a freaking
100%.
They were in a meeting. They were in a large table. They were probably doing coke, and they were like, "Dude, okay, what if like the super croc was like in Florida because there were other crocodiles in Florida, right? And like so the super croc was like in Florida, dude. And then oh my god, guess what? He's there, and he's like, dude, SeaWorld, bro, dude, super croc goes and he eats whales at SeaWorld, and they're like, it's in absolutely, and they're like, how are we gonna write that? And they're like, figure it out.
Oh yeah, do it.
Exactly. As he pulls his head from his desk, white from coke. He says, just do it.
Pulls his face up and looks like fucking Tony Montana and shit.
So this is what you're gonna do.
I also love how like they get to the point where the croc eggs start hatching, and there's just, as they describe it, 25 to 30 foot baby crocodiles swimming around.
Jesus Christ.
Like, first of all, we learned today that that's like the largest crocodile that ever lived already. And those are the infants.
Those are the babies.
But then the megalodon comes up, just starts swallowing them up like a whale shark. Just
Corn.
Jesus Christ.
Corn in chat that says they should have blown up Winnipeg, a landlocked city in the middle of the plains. I think this movie would have been incredible if
they just drop the shark in the middle of Canada.
Just randomly.
Landlocked Canada.
The movie starts with, it's been 2 months. The Crocosaurus and the Megalodon are still battling in the middle of Denver.
The middle of Denver.
Just in the most random place, nowhere near the sea, nowhere near the swamp, completely unnatural for either of those creatures to be in, and I want them to just fuck it up. That would be so funny to me.
How is this shark able to jump out of the water and take out fighter jets?
Do you know how big this shark is?
Fuck!
Those shots were always like, this is what they really think Shark Week looks like, but really it's just a bunch of sharks eating rubber seals.
Gentlemen, do you have any final thoughts before we move on from the greatest monster flick of all time?
False. I'll have more notes. You know me.
Jordan's new shtick is that he just goes through his notes one by one.
No, it's usually we go through all my notes organically, but the last 2 episodes I've had to stop you.
Okay, my bad. Excuse me.
So Croc Man was constantly in a state of profusely sweating, regardless of the atmosphere or the scene. He was always profusely sweating.
Actually, that's
because he's used to being in the Congo and really dense, humid climates. So his body just sweats to protect himself. It's fine. Totally explainable.
Makes
totally
sense.
Explainable. Yep.
Worst mutant power ever.
Yeah, turning tea into chocolate milk is way better.
I agree.
It actually is.
The croc eggs look like ball sacks.
No, the croc eggs look like shitty melted wax after a candle's burnt out.
True. That's true.
That's
probably what they were made out of.
There you That's a good one. So when I take notes, I give myself like chapters of my notes. So it's like a title of a chapter and then colon, and then I have the notes about the film. And usually I name the titles of the chapters something to give me an idea of where in the movie the scene just transitioned to, whether it's a new setting, new characters, new plot, whatever it is, right?
Bro, this is in high school. You don't have to write an outline.
So, sorry.
So nobody's grading this.
It helps me remember this kind of stuff. So I confess, I skipped the last 15 minutes of this movie and fast forward through parts of it.
You terrible bastard.
So
the last 15 minutes are like the best part.
That's true.
I couldn't do it. I was falling asleep. I was so unenthused. I couldn't do it. So
you were falling asleep this morning?
Yes, I was. That's how bad this was. Anyway, my tagline titles are just simple things like well, this one's really pessimistic. It's things like transporting the Croc, a fancy U.S. ship, castaways, planning the heist,
fancy U.S. ship,
need more eggs, monsters, ... blah, the egg, and then it goes blank. And then it goes blank, and then it says, I skipped some. And then it goes blank some more. And then it says...
I like how you tell on yourself in the notes. You tell on yourself in the notes, like, I skipped this shit.
I'm writing this as... I have to.
Yeah, I just love the idea that, like, you felt compelled to put empty spaces to convey that you didn't watch that.
There are 3 line breaks here to describe I skipped a good amount. So and then it goes Christ, and then it goes to the battle, and then I have 2 notes here. It says they're just flipping around using the same damn animations.
Yeah, they definitely were.
And then I had a critique with the last 15-20 minutes of the movie. The main characters were constantly in fucking helicopters.
Also true.
And then I wrote skipped more. And then I wrote eggs hatched ? And then I wrote.
No wonder you hated this movie. You didn't watch it.
And then followed by super realistic chopper crash. And I didn't put any. There's no exclamation. It's just a statement. More line breaks.
Oh shit!
And then I wrote skipped. I just wrote the word skipped. And then my final notes on this were a volcano ! And then in parentheses, I wrote the creatures are toast, which means someone said the creatures are toast in the movie.
I mean, you have to say that.
Oh shit!
And then I said, LOL, he broke his cigar. What a dumbass. And then my last thing was my last line of my notes was flying into the sunset. Neat.
They totally did.
Holy shit!
And you missed the after credit scene, dude. They took a page out of the MCU. They did an after credit scene where they were teasing that he was going to take on Godzilla next.
Yeah, like that should have been the best part of the movie for you. You didn't even watch it.
You want to know what made me sad about this movie? That
it wasn't longer.
No, fuck no. No, it was the fact that the creatures looked fucking amazing in the artwork for the movie, but in the movie they look like ass.
The artwork looks
ass.
Awesome.
Amazing. Like the shark's got like scars on its eyes and its face, and like you could see like the power in its jaws, and the crocodile looks like he would just fuck some shit up. Like his teeth
sharp.
Yeah.
Once again,
he's
I think
super sharp.
Perspective is everything here. Like,
yeah.
First of all, the fact that you didn't even watch most of the movie, Jordan, it makes me sad. I think you missed a real banger.
No, I watched the entire movie up until the last 20 minutes. And then
that is not the whole movie.
I watched
First of all, you ratted on yourself. You missed more than that.
No, 20 minutes.
You just read your entire notes. I know you missed more than that because you ratted on yourself.
Well, All right, so maybe a little more than 20 minutes, but I fast forwarded through like scenes that looked interesting, and I watched the scene a little bit, and I'm like, oh, it's still boring, and then I fast forward a little bit more just to get context of where the plot was going. I gave up, guys. I'm sorry.
God damn it, Jordan.
I gave up on this one.
I sat through Dragon Ball Evolution, and you couldn't sit through this. This is easily better than that bullshit was.
Absolutely not.
I will get.
Wow. I didn't know that you hated Dragon Ball, Jordan. That's good to know.
Yeah,
this movie,
keep that in mind for the future.
This movie is not better than Dragon Ball. I think Dragon Ball Evolution is better than this movie.
You couldn't even finish it without laughing. You couldn't even finish it without laughing. You couldn't say it with a straight face, Jordan.
I meant what I said.
You're fundamentally wrong, and you know it. There's no way that this movie is better or worse than Dragon Ball Evolution. That movie is such an unbearable piece of shit.
And the worst part...
The only thing that's good about Dragon Ball Evolution is that Chow Yun-Fat is in it, and even that was a mistake.
No, and then, let me put it this way. This movie is better than Dragon Ball Evolution with a worst cast.
True.
Full stop.
True.
Full stop. Worst cast, and it's still better. It's more entertaining than Dragon Ball Evolution. I can't watch Dragon Ball Evolution.
What does the internet say?
The internet
says...
There's nobody on the internet that's comparing this movie to Dragon Ball Evolution except for us.
We'll do it right now.
Us, right now. This is what the internet says. We are the internet today.
Dude, think about that. This
so
may
Dragon
be...
Ball Evolution...
John, hold on really quick. I have to make this statement because it's actually blowing my mind right now. This may be the first conversation in history ever describing Dragon Ball Evolution and... Fuck, I already forgot the name of the movie.
Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
This may be the first time in human history that this dialogue has been recorded or even said.
Not only may it be, I'm confident that it is.
Oh, so, damn it, IMDb.
Yes! I'm gonna tell you this right now.
What are you so happy about?
The IMDb rating. Go check them out.
No, I'm looking at them right now. By all metrics that matter, Dragon Ball has rated worse than this movie. Rotten Tomato, Dragon Ball is 15, this movie is 19. Google users, 63% like this movie, 21% like Dragon Ball Evolution.
That's real people.
That's real people. I don't see the IMDb rating yet, though. Because it's not on, the call-out sheet.
Who cares about the IMDb? Who the fuck goes to IMDb and rates things?
5,000 people rated Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus, and 69,000, rated Dragon Ball Evolution. Let me just give you this, okay? The most important statistic for the quality of media is IMDb, and Dragon Ball Evolution edges it out by 0.1 freaking points, dude.
That's bad. That's hella bad.
I'll take that W. I'll take the belt.
That is not a W.
I'll take the belt.
What really
not
matters.
A W.
Dragon Ball Evolution made back 1.5 times its budget. Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, 5 times its budget at the box office. Also, did I fail to mention that this movie came out in theaters?
That's not fair. That's not a fair metric. That's not a fair metric.
It's not a fair metric.
It's not a fair metric, dude.
Jordan, bro, you lost. even if one of these rating sites puts Dragon Ball ahead of this movie by, again, 0.1, all other ones say otherwise by a huge margin.
Look,
0.1 is close enough to be considered a virtual tie, dude. That doesn't prove anything.
There are more fans.
That's a margin of error, and you know it.
There are less fans of Dragon Ball than there are of crocodile and shark-related stuff. So, of course, it's going to gross higher. Of course, it's going to.
You're pulling at hairs, my friend. Don't bitch up. Don't bitch up.
You're
just
reaching
because
down
he lost
to them short and curlies, bro.
It's clear as day that our statement is valid. That Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus is not even objectively, just factually better than Dragon Ball Evolution
in every way that matters.
Like with a
You just-
worse cast.
I
and
love that you can hear Jordan in the background. I'll find a way.
It's with a worse cast and like less of a budget as well.
Way less than a budget.
I'm trying to find that one guy on Reddit that's like, well, hold on, guys.
Where he just breaks it down and is like, this is the article that I believe in. Everything else doesn't matter. This guy is telling the truth.
I'm telling you, we need to put this shit on Reddit as the first time this conversation has ever happened.
What's the Metacritic score?
How many times can you say that you were the first human beings to have a conversation on the internet?
And it's all down here from here, folks. All downhill from here.
It's only going to get worse.
Look, all I'm saying is that IMDb, which is a pretty important website, I don't know if you heard of it, they rated it.
It's really not.
They rated
For ratings, it's not.
They rated it 0.1%, 0.1 points higher. And that was by 69, another AO.
Bro, when your budget is 300 times the other movie, you better have more than 1% to show for it, much less 0.1%.
Dude.
I enjoyed...
If anything, you're proving our point.
This is like you getting pissed off by someone shortchanging you 10 cents when they're giving you back your money.
Also, just out of morbid curiosity, how many people rated it on IMDb versus Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus?
Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus had 4,969 people rate it, and Dragon Ball had...
We already know
69,
how much. Yeah.
Yeah, 69,000.
Actually,
69,000?
Yeah, 69,000.
And they only eked it out by 0.1%?
It's a hotly contested topic.
Embarrassment, dude.
It's terrible.
Everything about Dragon Ball Evolution is a fucking complete embarrassment.
So there's a really good quote on Rotten Tomatoes about Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus I think can really shed some light on this conversation. In May 6, 2011, this person rated it 1.5 out of 5 stars. So it got a rotten rating. And it says quote not available. So I think that really ties into what we're talking about here.
The Illuminati doesn't want anybody to rate this movie higher. Got it, Jordan.
They don't want to know. They don't want you to know how good Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus really is. The government is hiding it from you people. Go out and watch this movie while you still can.
This movie is microwaved trash, dude.
No,
I get it.
Dragon Ball Evolution is microwave trash.
No,
Dragon Ball Evolution.
I
think Dragon Ball Evolution has a little bit of heart to it, even though it's misguided.
Dragon Ball Evolution is the equivalent of just putting your entire silverware drawer in the microwave and letting it go.
Stop.
Fucking stop. 1, awesome. 2, I think
Jordan's
Dragon Ball.
A big fan of arson. Good to know.
I think Dragon Ball Evolution. To me, it's a friend that you had in high school that wore the big like black pants all the time and had chains all around him and wore like the black and white striped armbands and had like makeup and eyeshadow.
In high school, man.
I'm talking about goth kids, bro. They were great kids, but they were just they were just misrepresented and misunderstood.
Gotcha.
And they had a lot of heart. They had a lot of complexity. You can't just lump them into just one group, right? They're not in a monolith. They are unique within themselves. And Dragon Ball Evolution, I think, was trying its best, battling insecurity, battling, its casting. Because really, let's be honest, Justin Chatwin brought that whole thing down. But, Chow Yun-fat, I think, did her best.
Look, her best?
Oh my god!
All I'm trying to say is that Dragon Ball Evolution is a better movie, and when we all die and meet Jesus, he is going to rewind this scene in our lives and going to go, "Hey, y'all are going to hell."
I'm okay with that. As always, before we go, remember that you can catch the show live every week on Twitch, an entire week before it goes live on all other feeds, as well as submit your questions and comments for us to read live on the show. If you're listening to this after the fact, follow us and leave a review on your service of choice. And don't forget that you can chat with us anytime over in our Discord server. You can find all the relevant links below. And as always, have fun out there, guys.